now, Geeta, 24 hours ago, we heard from the US President. In fact, just last night, both of us were on air, when US President said that he doesn't rule out the possibility of sending troops on ground. And now the Israeli military spokesperson has said that it is an impractical proposition. Is there a disagreement, or is there a realization that this retaliation by Iran has caught them off guard?
Well, I think it's the latter, Maria. I think it is realization. If our PCR can just pull out the map of the region to show exactly why ground troops cannot enter Iran. The distance between Israel and Iran is the reason why it's impractical, because most of the Arab nations, Maria, will not agree to be seen as assisting Iran, assisting Israel to overthrow Iran. Nobody in the Arab world really wants the regime. Nobody in the Arab world really wants a nuke empowered, a nuke-capable Iran. But they certainly don't want Israel to have a free run of the region. And for Israel to send ground troops, even if it has to land somewhere and enter Iran, it's like Israelis are saying, impractical. Can America do it? Imagine a scenario where the Arab world has already said that they do not want their land, water and airspace be used, and then the attack was carried. And who's facing the brunt and facing severe retaliatory attacks? It's the Arab world, it's the GCC countries, it's the whole of West Asia. They're the ones who are suffering the brunt of an Israeli-American onslaught. So now giving space to Israeli forces, certainly not, but American forces to carry out a ground invasion would mean body bags back home, which would have been a policy decision, one that Trump cannot afford, because he will certainly lose the midterm elections. Forget about the forces right now, Maria. The fact that we were just discussing before we went on air, the fact that Americans are now saying that American citizens, civilians, not forces, not military personnel, are stuck in West Asia is and should be a cause for worry. So you might be able to carry out airstrikes, but history shows us that airstrikes cannot change regimes. You need to have forces on the ground, or you need to have enough penetration to have people really come out and change or topple a regime. At this point in time, what you're seeing in the streets of Tehran or Mashhad, Isfahan, Qom, are not just people who were protesting against the regime. They're people who are mourning the death of Khamenei, a man who's 87 years old, seen as a very oppressive regime, would have lived maybe just a little more than a few years, right? Right now, by killing him, you've made him a martyr, you've made him a hero. Not just the Shias, even people from the Sunni world are looking at Iran. And at such a juncture, when they're looking at Iran and they're seeing that, this was one country that actually stood up to Israel, you would not want to rile your own people. There are significant pockets of Shia population in West Asia as well, in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar. So I suppose there's some breaking news that's coming in right now. Amid war, there's been an earthquake that's rocked Iran. That's a huge development, because they already are suffering, and at this point in time, getting to a place where earthquake has hit is going to be rather difficult. We'll have to wait for more details, but that's the news that's just coming in, Maria. Earthquake rocks Iran.
Yes, and Geeta, this is coming just a few minutes ago. We were told that the strategic and nuclear nerve center of Isfahan, explosions were seen there. We have been talking about Shiraz and Isfahan, strategically important major military air bases, particularly Shiraz, which has its proximity to the Persian Gulf, and hence it's very crucial geographically. Help us understand, when we know about these nuke sites being targeted, what could be possible implication for this?
Well, for one, are we looking at radiation leaks? What is the kind of radioactive material those sites had and held? These are serious concerns that the international community, particularly the IAEA, would be looking at. Rafael Grossi, IAEA chief, yesterday spoke of the situation. He said that they're monitoring the situation given that all nuclear facilities right now are targets and have come under attack. So a radiation leak would be the first and primary concern. Apart from that, we did see last time around that when Natanz was hit, the B-2 bombers penetrated deep inside. Most of the nuclear facilities in Iran are not are so deep inside that regular bombs cannot just enter that space. You cannot bomb a nuclear facility in Iran. You need weapons that can penetrate. You need munitions that can penetrate, and which is what B-2 bombers did. And even then, Maria, the argument fails, because the earlier argument of President Trump was, we went in to destroy the nuclear facilities. We succeeded, and we have destroyed the nuclear facilities. Now, the pretext and premise for this entire attack is that we need to go in to destroy the nuclear facilities. So, did they do it then?
Yes.
What are they doing right now? How could that still be the premise if they had already done it? That they're enriching nuclear and that they're building missiles that can reach America. Who is feeding Washington this intel? And if it is true, then that would be Iran's last resort, right? So are we opening ourselves to massive disaster over here? I do not know, because I know one thing for sure, that the Israelis have absolute clarity in terms of intelligence. They have penetration like no other. Mossad, I suppose, at this point in time is one of the best intelligence agencies in terms of how they function, the intel they gather, the penetration they have in areas they want to have, and Iran is one such. We saw it during the protests as well, the fact that there were external forces according to Iran, but nonetheless, and that was an admission that was then came from Trump camp, from Israelis, that they had enough inroads and inside information and assets within Iran. So that's the kind of penetration we are looking at. They got the people they wanted right where they were and attacked them and got them out, took them out. But in terms of missile launchers, they're trying to take out all the missile launchers so that even if Iran has missiles, it does not have the capability to launch them. But we're still seeing a lot of missiles being launched, so not all missile launchers are out, one. Secondly, they're using a lot of drones. We saw an entire battery of drones that was displayed by the Iranians. And they've been using that video for a while now, but if we are to believe that video that has been doing the rounds for a couple of months now, that's the kind of stockpile they have.